How are you? Mom said that you wanted a tour of my gardens, so here goes. We're going to start at a garden that is outside of our porch. This one really features sweet potato vine and sun patience. And you'll see a common theme throughout all of my gardens, and that is the theme of chartreuse and red or pink. I really kind of like the high contrast. Under here we have a couple big hostas that we're trying to grow underneath this tree. And you'll see the little green and white plants called Snow in the Mountain. We're trying to grow that there. This is really a garden in production. And then as we walk out here, this is our woods area. We are slowly creating some paths out here. For who, I really don't know. But as we get closer, you'll see that we're incorporating bluestone to mark the paths. We have the great benefit of having the quarry up at the farm and using wood chips to really define a path area. And this kind of just walks, you can walk along out in the woods, so kind of a fun spot. I'll be developing this edge of the garden and the edge of the woods, but probably not doing too much inside. The feature of this garden is really this huge castor bean plant. This plant has enormous leaves, as you can see. I'll give you a reference. Here's my hand. So it's pretty big. All aspects of this plant are poisonous. I received this from a parent at school, and they're really exotic, and they have these really awesome seed pods. Check those out. Also flanked this plant by native black-eyed Susans, and of course the beautiful purple leaves of the Persian shield plant. And all of this is really flanked by hostas and some liriope and some ferns, many of which have been dug out of the woods. Those are Christmas ferns and a tassel fern. This year we put up an arbor right here. This is another path that kind of leads out to the woods. And you can see the bluestone, as well as we're really kind of developing this. This is very much in its infancy, but will hopefully become a lush garden as time goes on. We have a lot of wet shade in our garden, so you'll notice that there are quite a good deal of hostas, which seem to do very well. I'll go back up to that water garden in a minute. Right here, you'll notice on the left side of the picture, this is a little dry river that I made out of river stones collected in the Catskills. And this is a natural water passage area in our property. So for the summer months, it's really a dry stream bed, but for the spring, fall, and winter months, you'll often see water traveling over these stones. Kind of makes a nice design element as well. This area we call a memorial garden. We have a number of pets who have been laid to rest in this area. We're slowly filling it in with moss so that you'll see angels and some other little pet tombstones, but this is an area that's slowly becoming filled with moss for us as our memorial garden. And as we travel out, I'll just give you a quick view. This area is really a swampy area, the one that you see in the background. So we have a path going around that swampy area just for walking and enjoying the gardens. Mittens and Ollie love to come on garden walks. This garden really features a large hosta right in the center of it. I try to use mostly perennials in my gardens. Some of the trees, especially the pine trees, have been dug up at the farm. And I try to put mostly perennials, so I'm not spending a lot of money on plants every year, but also they come up every year, so perennials are mostly everlasting. The area you see now is really a swampy area, and I'm just creating an edge garden around it. I'm putting water-loving plants in this area, mostly hostas, and these yellow plants are called ligularias, and they love swampy areas. They're very pretty. Unfortunately, the slugs also love ligularias, so you can see a lot of slug damage now at the end of the season. But this whole area is really, really wet. It floods in the spring, and you can see those little orange flowers in the background. That's called jewelweed, and jewelweed is native to this area and grows very freely in the swamp. This middle garden has been created over the course of many years by just putting a lot of soil and mulch down. I started by putting newspaper down to block the weeds, and then just developing it over many, many years. It has not rained here in a while, and so you can see things are pretty wilty and in sad need of some rain relief, maybe today. This is some more of that edge garden. You'll see another castor bean. Went kind of crazy with these this year. This is a purple castor bean, but just beautiful. I mean, these leaves are, I tend to go for these crazy leaves. And as we walk out to what we call the fire pit area, one you can see this beautiful Colosia plant. Again, love those crazy leaves. But the fire pit area is a place where Annika can come with friends to roast marshmallows or just sit out and hang out. This garden used to be completely woodsy, and I just started clearing it when Annika was very young. This arbor on the left-hand side has a climbing hydrangea growing up it, and soon it will, in a couple years, actually create an entire mass of green. It will completely cover this arch. And you can see on either side just lots of hostas and grasses and things. We're going to go through the arbor and to the fire pit area. Nils made some homemade benches, so it's kind of a fun place to sit. You kind of can feel you're away from it all. And then while you're out here, you can always look back and see the house in the background. We have a path leading from the fire pit to the playhouse. I put down landscape fabric so the weeds won't come up, but unfortunately they're pretty tenacious and they come up anyway. A lot of weeding. This I call my Buddha garden. Very simple. Just hostas, glass Buddha head, and rock cairns as kind of a nod to our mountain climbing days. Just very simple. This garden is under construction, but it's very, very swampy, so I'm in the process of adding a lot of soil to get that to really look the way I want it. It takes years, years and years. You have to absolutely love it. This is a hosta garden, and you'll notice a number of hostas and grasses. Beautiful day today. Beautiful. And some more gardens under construction. As we come out to this garden, this was started by Nils actually cutting down 3 large trees, and we were left with these ugly stumps. So we decided we better create something of beauty in its place. So this garden has really just come out of that. Again, the chartreuse and red are the predominant colors. I also throw some purple and yellow in there as well. Another exotic plant, the Korean Angelina it's called. Really crazy wild plant that goes about 6 feet in the air. And another huge castor bean. Now you'll notice this is Nils's garden. This is the vegetable garden. Nils is not one for weeding. Let's see, do we have any vegetables in there? I can't really see. Flanking the side of that garden is yet another little path. Here's a really neat plant. It's a form of black-eyed Susan, but a beautiful flower. Let's see Puka on the swing. This is my Japanese umbrella pine. It has very distinctive needles. There's Annika on the swing.
And little Bun Bun.
And little Bun Bun in the pen, watching her swing. Nice. This garden was created at the base of an oak tree. You can see it's really under construction still. I created this one on the left last year. And this one, this back half is under construction, but we have a blue ice cypress, and then inspired by some of the stores in Duck, the elephant ear, which is really kind of the signature plant in this garden. Beautiful. Again, kind of love the exotic. And then I'm going to take you just over to our water garden so that you see that. And hopefully you haven't fallen asleep yet. This is the garden just under our bedroom deck. With some more black-eyed Susans, impatiens, and hostas. And then over here we have Japanese ferns, painted ferns, and begonias. And then this garden, which is really right off of our deck, features a star magnolia tree and then a variety of plants and grasses. And a little pond that Annika and Nils made me. You can see our fake heron there. Apparently herons are very territorial, so if you put a fake heron out, real herons flying overhead will often not land and attack your fish because they feel like the spot has already been taken. So you can just see that it's gotten kind of crazy here as far as the gardening, but I really do enjoy it and try to incorporate a number of colors and textures into every garden that I create. Hope you enjoyed it, Dad. Bye.